Home Show week continues. Our friend Teague with us as we talk iconic energy. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good morning. You?
Hey, good to be with you and great to talk about solar. I drive around everywhere and see these popping up on homes. Why is now the time to start thinking solar for the homestead?
Yeah, very good question. So solar has a lot of benefits for homeowners and business owners. Primarily, they financially reduce your cost. And homeowners' electricity, those electric bills just keep on coming and they seem to constantly get bigger. So homeowners can now put solar on their home and reduce that electric expense every single month for the next 25 years. The big driving factor, though, is the incentives. There's huge incentives driving this right now.
And those incentives are obviously some check boxes that you're going to go through with the customer when they sit down and start getting serious about making this investment.
Oh, big time. Yeah. So there's a few big drivers. There's a federal 30% tax credit.
Okay.
30% of whatever your purchase price is at the end of the year, you can file on your taxes. That's a big number. And then there's a ComEd rebate called the DG rebate based on your system size. About 60 days after the system is turned on, you get another check in the mail to help reduce the system's cost. But the biggest one is this thing called SRECs, Solar Renewable Energy Credits. Based on your system size and estimated production, you get a 15-year contract, and based on the estimated production, you get a big check. And we've had customers get $15,000, $20,000 as a lump sum check in the first roughly 12 months to help pay down that system.
Wow.
And when you add the tax credit, the ComEd DG rebate, and this SREC check, like we see people get 2-3 year return on investments, the whole thing paid off. And you're saving substantial money every month for 25 years.
Well, Teague, let me ask this question then. I mean, is now the time? I mean, I worry with as much change that's going on that someday maybe these rebates will disappear. They might go away.
That's true. So that SREX one, the biggest incentive that exists here in Illinois, it slowly does go down and taper down every year. The more people that go solar, the less money they're applying to incentivize people.
Okay.
So we're seeing that step down over time. It is true that the early adopters are getting the best benefit. You kind of want to look at cost too, where it costs at. We as a company here in Rockford buy roughly 12 months worth of product at once to help give stability so we can price things consistently and not have to do the solar coaster game. But also our customers.
Solar coaster. I got you.
There you go. Our customers also can have time to think about it and make sure this is good for them. Not next week we've got to change our pricing. So we like that for all parties involved.
Well, let's talk about the home. And obviously, I started this off by saying I notice a lot of homes have them. Does it take away from the integrity of a roof? Does it do any damage? Does it weigh on it?
Yeah, very good question. So every single building we put solar on, we do structural, mechanical, and electrical engineering. There's a permit packet that gets generated, but we literally have to crawl through the attic space and measure every component of your building to make sure it can handle the added weight to it, because it is added weight, but it's less weight than a ½ inch of snow. It's less weight than a layer of shingles. They're big and bulky individually, but when you add it to a sheer size of a home, it's not too bad. We probably have 1 out of 1,000 systems not pass. Your home has to be pretty bad for it not to work, because when it's distributed, it's not very heavy.
As I look at this, how durable is it? I mean, here we are in spring season. We've been seeing severe weather outbreaks, hail,
yes,
wind. Is it something to be concerned about, or is this quite durable?
Good question. So this here, you've got tempered glass is the face, like the windshield of a vehicle.
Okay.
I've never had my windshield break due to storms, but it can happen.
Sure.
But it has to be substantial. The framing is all anodized aluminum. The tempered glass can flex 1.25 inches and rebound without being damaged. We've had people 300 pounds that can walk across the entire system and not damage it. It is very fascinating how strong they actually are.
How does this affect the resale value of my home?
So if it's a purchased and owned system, it will add equity and it will not increase your property taxes.
Okay.
And we've had people say, well, how is that? There's no way. So what it is let's compare a home with solar and the identical home next door with no solar. If you're looking at both same amenities, same square footage, same size, this one, you're saving $1,000 a year on your electric expenses.
Okay.
This one, you're paying $1,000 more per year, like for 25 years. This one's more valuable. So say you're 10 years into it, your system's 10 years old, you don't have as much life left in your system, the value, I think, would be reduced. But if you own it, it's a substantial value.
So owning it versus leasing it, what do you suggest?
Yeah, so definitely look at all options, but say a lease or a power purchase agreement, essentially the same thing. You're going to pay a fixed price every month for your electricity to a solar company. What you're going to do is you're going to lower your ComEd bill and you're going to increase the solar bill. Typically, you can save upwards to 10 to 20%. But every year, it goes up 3 to 5%, 3 to 5%. So we see people that have chosen those options in like 3 to 5 years, they're not actually saving any money. The biggest kicker involved is when you do lease or do a power purchase agreement, you assign all these substantial incentives to the solar company. And when they come and present it to you, they show you your little pretty design.
Seems like it's free.
Yeah, sign here, it's easy. But if you were to understand these incentives that belong to you and the amount of savings you can have by owning it, you would never lease it or do the power purchase agreement. Like me as a solar contractor, if I did that to my customers, I would probably make 3 times as much money. I like to sleep at night. So pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. We just want to give a fair deal, make a fair profit margin, and have a lot of customers.
One last question. When it comes to the size, and obviously it's going to depend on maybe the size of your home, your business, that type of thing. Can you start small, work your way up to big?
Yeah, so you can definitely start as small as you want. We've had systems as big as 5,000 panels.
Wow.
We've done systems as small as a doghouse. Everything in between. So sometimes you may anticipate adding usage, but you don't really need to put a big system up front. Just put what you need to up front. You can always expand on the systems. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, love the tour of this facility. Your team is doing a great job. Teague, thank you so much. Iconic energy. Again, our home show week continues, and this is a fantastic way to save on those energy costs. Give them a call, get in touch, sit down with them, crunch the numbers. This could be a big deal for a lot of folks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.